Welcome to my September garden tour. The weather's starting to change, the harvest is coming in, and there's so much happening in the garden this month. So let's go take a walk and I'll show you how everything's going, what's changing, and what we're planning next. As you can see here, I really need to get some of these tomato plants trimmed up. These are our Thurmans yellow cherry tomatoes. They are great on my salads. And then down here you can see I've got some onions starting to pop back up again. And then I've got a pepper plant over here. It's kind of hiding in the shade because it's in a very sunny area if it wasn't shaded. That is I can't remember the name of that one. It's one of the jalapeno plants that is not spicy. And let's take a look at the cucumbers. The cucumbers have been doing great. And I've been meaning to make a video for you guys to talk about cucumber plants. And I've probably waited too late in the season, but I still want to go ahead and make one this year to help anyone that has dealt with bitter cucumbers. And I want to get that made and out on the channel just so that you've got it for next year so that you can start planning in advance. Let me know if that's something that you've ever struggled with, because I want to tell you all of my tips and tricks for making sure that I have an abundant harvest without the bitter cucumbers. And this right here is one single cucumber plant. That was my tomato trellis in previous years, but this year I decided to grow the cucumbers up that trellis, and they are doing fabulous. I think I will grow them that way from now on. If you remember from past years, I've grown cucumbers on twine, TP trellises, on cattle panel trellises, and wooden A-frame trellises. Did I say that? But I think the string trellis is my new favorite for cucumbers. I know my garden doesn't look like it's in the greatest shape, and that's just because I have been running in too many directions lately, and I really need to get the tomato plants trimmed up. We are still experiencing an enormous amount of rain, and yesterday was my first day to get the rain barrels completely emptied, and then it rained again this morning. So that's how much rain we've had all year. Yesterday was the very first time that I actually had used up everything that was in the rain barrels. And our Weedeater is broken, or my Weedeater is broken. Art has one that works, but he hasn't been able to come out for a few weeks. So I know everything looks so overgrown, and I'm really sad to show this to you guys. But that's the realities of gardening when we're living in two different places and trying to maintain multiple properties. Okay, this over here is my loofah plant, and I definitely need to do a loofah video for you guys. I've been promising that for a while because last year I gave out a ton of free loofah seeds to different people, and I know I've had a lot of people ask me how to grow them, and so I've been meaning to do that. So hopefully after I get this video posted, I can get to work on the loofah video, the cucumber video. I've also been promising an elderberry video. So let me know in the comments which one you are most looking forward to so that it'll help me kind of focus and know which direction to go. Because I've been running in so many directions lately, I just have a hard time focusing. So I definitely need your direction on that. And you can see I did plant a bunch of zinnias in this bed, and they did not sprout until just recently, and I did those seeds months ago. I did put some in this pot and they are just now starting to grow. And these pots actually have lilies in them. I need to trim the dead stems back now. I was giving them enough time to naturalize in the pot, but it's been long enough. I can trim those back now. And here's the cantaloupe. We've been harvesting tons of cantaloupe this year, and they've been huge. And then you can see all of my basil. Well, that's not all of my basil, it's some of the basil. And I harvest a different variety each day and dehydrate those because we do sell our basil blends over on the website, secondmilejourney.com/store, to get straight to our store. But our top product, of course, is our ground cherry jam. And I am telling you guys, that's our signature product. Oh my goodness, you have to try it. It is so good. And it's low sugar. I know everybody's going to get tired of hearing about it, but I'm telling you, if you'll just give it a try, you're going to love it. And you can see the cantaloupe has jumped over here to the tomato trellis, which I think I showed that in last month's tour too. But I've given several cantaloupe away, and I eat about a half a cantaloupe almost every day. That's how much cantaloupe I've had. Like, I've actually harvested, I mean. And of course, if you are local to Owasso or Muskogee, Oklahoma area, which is around Tulsa, we do have our plant nursery. We do not ship plants yet. I just don't feel comfortable doing that yet. We do ship all of our other items that are on the website, just not the plants. But if you are local, we do have a ton of purple hearts. We've got coleus, ground cherry plants, a lot of other things that are for sale, and I've got them on sale for this month. So reach out if you're interested in that. And here you can see our okra plants. That's another video that I need to do a growing video over. And here's another pepper plant. I've picked several bell peppers off of that plant. And that one got some bug damage, but we're still going to save the seeds. I've had a really bad problem with ants and aphids on my okra this year, but we will discuss that in my upcoming okra video. So make sure you guys let me know which one you're most interested in: okra, cucumbers, elderberry, or loofah, or anything else I've mentioned. And there was a peek at the compost bin. This was kind of toward the beginning of September, so I will post another updated photo on the community tab after this rain clears out tomorrow, just so you guys can see kind of how the compost looks now. See, there's the finished compost down there. It just needs to be sifted. I do have videos for that. I'll link it up here in the right-hand corner if you're curious. There's our sifter there. And there's those rain barrels that I was talking about. They were still kind of full at this point. See, they were about halfway full. They stay the same level pretty much. See, this one that just drains from the downspout into that. I keep that little fitted netted cover to keep bugs and debris out of it. I got those on Amazon. I'll link that in the description as well if you're interested in those. Really cheap on Amazon. It came as a 4-pack, and those are so handy. But anyway, like I was saying, we have had a little bit more rain since I recorded this. But as of yesterday, I had actually used up the last bit of the rain, and then it was so funny that it rained again this morning. Oh, and my shoes. These are the best garden shoes. I love them for just slipping them on. And when it's muddy out in the garden, I don't have to worry about it because they just wash right off. I'll link those as well because you can get them on Amazon too. And remember, guys, when you click our links, it really does help us out. And the rest of this is just kind of our junkyard over in this side. We have had a lot of issues going on lately. We've got some bad news out at the homestead, some more bad news, I should say. So, Art and I will probably do a live stream or something pretty soon just to update you guys on that. Otherwise, I will be making a video over on the other channel, Second Mile Journey, to talk more about some of the other more personal issues that have been happening. So, if you're interested in that, come check us out on Second Mile Journey. And I'm not going to do a full tour of the South Garden since you guys have seen that plenty of times. And it's mostly just our ground cherries, but here is a glimpse as we walk that way. Remember to go the second mile today, guys, for someone in your life and with your resources. And if you are local, come find us at Second Mile Journey on Facebook or Instagram if you want to keep up with our plant sales.